So hang on tight, get ready for a lovely evening, and let's have an initial round of applause for Billy Woods and friends.
Thank you, everyone. I would like to begin with welcoming my friends to the stage, Mark and Tina and Larry, who I recruited yesterday to come and do the Pieces Possible suite with me. Let's begin with this idea. If you would imagine with me for just a moment that all beings could know peace in our lifetime. Imagine with me for just a moment that all the things that are in the way of this peace that I talk about being possible have come to pass. And from moment to moment, I'm going to talk about what I think these things are. So let's think about this in the very beginning. Let's think about that all the air pollution the last few centuries has been scrubbed away, and the air is now really wonderful and clean again. Let's imagine that world, and what we imagine we can bring into existence. So I give you air, the breath of life. Sorry, Regis. Regis, could you put a little of my vocals in the monitor, please? So imagine with me that now we have clean air. And all that we breathe is pure and clean. So I'm thinking maybe if there was clean water, and that no being on the planet went to bed today without clean water to drink, and that we have gone to those places where the water is soiled or there isn't any, and we've drilled wells and did all these wonderful things, that all beings on the planet would have clean water to drink. I believe that, when we have water and we have air, now we're beginning to walk down the road that makes peace possible. So I give you water, the blood of life. Well, now that we've prayed about clean air and we've prayed about clean food, the next important thing that I think in order to have peace be actually possible is that all of us need clean food to eat. And on behalf of that and the real world that's out there, I have written a piece on the Dubeck entitled Chasing the GMO Monster or the Attack of the Frankenfish. And I thought that title was pretty long, so I made it Frankenfunk. And just as a side note, I know lots of drummers are here, and if you want to try to count along, it'll be really fun for you. And I'll give you a hint. I wrote it in 12 and a half. just thought it was rather appropriate that if I was going to write a song about frankenfoods, that I would go into the Middle Eastern catalog and they would pick out as many different rhythms as I knew and splice them together in a string and play them in a single song. And it was way stranger than I thought it was going to be in the beginning. Well, you know, now we have clean air. We've imagined that that's possible. And we've imagined that we have clean water. We've imagined that that's possible. And I always hesitate, but I always say no to GMO. I just can't help myself. And if we do that, we'll have clean food. Which brings me to this place. Imagine with me for just a moment that all lives on the planet are valued equally. And that no one had so much that no one in the world went to bed hungry. Imagine what that would be like. And if we get those four things done, just those four things, I believe, that peace is now possible in one mind and one heart at a time. We all start with the one that is the one. Start with me. Ask you to start with you. And when enough of us believe that peace is possible, it becomes possible. Thank you, everyone. And I would leave us with this two thoughts. One, the world is more at peace with itself than it ever has been in its history, in spite of what we see on the news when we're out in the other world and not here. And the other thing that it reminds us is that I would ask that all of us who know how to live in our peace bubble to go there and live in it as much as you can, so that the peace that we manifest will offset the conflict bubble, which I'm quite sure is going to be with us in a little while. Thank you, everybody.